Good morning, everyone. Now, presentation continuation of module 2 stack. So, the presentation we are discussing the queues, importance of queues in a data structure and application subject. At the same time, what kind of real time application we have in a queues. So, what is mean by queue? What is the importance of queue in a data structuring? So Q is an order of group of homogeneous item of elements. Q have a two ends. So first one is the elements are added at one end and elements are removed from the other end. So here is the two parts of the queues. So first is the elements are the added one end and the elements are the removed from the another end. So here is the elements we are adding the one end and the elements are removing the other end. So here is the element added first is also removed first. So that is called as a first in and first out. So here is the first in and first out we are adding. So the queue specifications, what is the queue specifications we have? So previously we seen the stack specifications and what functions we have stack specifications. At the same time, here also we have to see the queue specifications, what kind of queue specifications we have. Definitions is provided by the user and maximum number of items that might be on the queue that we know, and item data type of the item on the queue, that is also we know that how user can give. So at the same time we have to study the operations of a queue. So that is first one is the make empty, that is even same as it is the stack also. Boolean is empty, that is same as it is stack. Boolean is full and NQ. Here is the previous stack we studied about the push and pop, but in Q we are studying the NQ and DQ. So NQ means item type new item. So same as it is a push, and DQ is the item type and item, that is called as a like a pop. So same thing here, the changes the names are the NQ and DQ. So how it's work in NQ and DQ in Q performance. So what is the NQ? So function is the NQ function is adds a new item to the rear of the queue. First function of the NQ, and what are the conditions? So we have pre-condition and post condition we have in NQ. So pre-condition is the queue has been initialized and is not a full, and post condition is the new item is at a rear of queue. So how it's work we can see. See DQ function. So what is the DQ? DQ is the removes front item from the queue and return it same item. So two condition we have in a DQ also, that two conditions are the first one is the precondition and post condition. In a precondition, queue has been initialized and is not empty. Q has been initialized and it's not a empty. That is the first point of precondition. And post condition is the front element has been removed from the queue, and item is a copy of removed element. So item is a copy of a removed element. So here also same we can see the same performance in a stack also, pop precondition and post conditions. But here we are going to the first adding and removing the front end, like that we are going to see. So implementation issues, what kind of implementation issues we have in a queue? First is the implement the queue as a circular structure. So it is like a circular starting point and ending point, like that. So how do we know if a queue is a full or empty? That is a very difficult in a queue process. Initialization of the front and the rear. So initialization on the front and back means it's a rear means back means it's a very difficult. So testing for the full or empty queue, it is the very difficult. These are the most important issues in a queue. So first one is the circular structure, and second one is the whether how we can find the full or empty, and third one is the initialization of front and rear, and testing for the full or empty queue. Now, for example, we can go for that. See, here is the circular one here. Here we can see the circular one. So front and rear. See here, first one is we can see the front and rear. So front, it is the starting from here like 2, 0 location. At the same time, rear we can add the 3 element in the 1 location. So front is the constant fixed one, but rear it is the changing. See here is the second location we added the 5. So again, I want to go for the front. It is the starting from the 3, and rear is the 5. So again, here is the this DQ item. It is showing that it show front and rear at the same point. That is the 5 number and the location of 2. So again, NQ process, we can added the front it is the 5 location, and rear is the 10 number, and the location of 3. So again, we have to add the 20 number. So here is the 20 number front and rear is we don't have a option, means we don't have any location. So let the Q element wrap round. So right now again we have to go for the wrap round condition. So in this we are adding that 20, means 20 we are adding, but we are removing from that 2. So this syntax, this syntax we have to go for like this. If rear is the maximum q minus 1, rear equals to 0, else rear plus 1, we have to go for this condition also. This function also we can use rear equals to rear plus 1, maximum q we have to use. So this is the about that one. Now we can see here circular type. So rear is the starting from the 0, and the front is the starting from the 2 location. This is the ring queue. This is called as a ring queue or circular queue. So the condition here is the 1, 2, 3, 0, like 0 starting from rear condition and end from the front condition is the 2. So here is the problem is we can see the problem. First one is the full or empty. That is the we are not finding. See whether it is a full or empty. How we can find? We can go for the initialization process. So now the present slide shows showing the rear and front condition of the NQ30. So NQ equals to we want to add 30, and NQ equals to 50 at the location of 1 and 1. So the Q is the full. What is the condition for the condition for a full Q? Rear plus 1, that is equals to front. That is fine. Now DQ item 5 we have to add. So rear that location is the 2. DQ item I want to add 10. So that location is 3. So rear condition is equals to front and rear is the 0 and 1 location showing. DQ item is 20. So after that front and rear condition location showing the 1 location, and DQ item is the 30 again. Rear condition is showing the 30 as a location of 1, and front is the location of 2. So here is the finding of the present scenario. The queue is the empty. The queue is the empty. What is the condition for the an empty queue? That is equals that is a rear plus 1 equals to front. So we can't distinguish between the two cases. So we can't distinguish between the two cases. How it is? See. So make front point to the element preceding the front element in the queue. One memory location will be wasted. So the thing it is memory location main important in our data structures. So but here is a thing it is when we are pushing means DQ and NQ process space is there. So one memory location it is a wasting. So before, for example, before how it's look like. like this rare and the front condition, it is the rare is the zero location, front is the three location, but now reserved from the location 2 in a front. So rare is the zero value. So in this reserved condition 3 30 and 5. So the queue is full. What is the condition for the full queue? That is equals to rare plus 1 equals to friend. At the same time, DQ also we can, here also we are finding same way based on the solution. One memory location is waste. The queue is empty. The queue is the empty. What is the condition for the an empty queue? That is equals to rare equals to friend. So here is the full condition, rare plus 1 equals to friend, and here is the rare empty is the rare equals to friend. So now we have to go for that, how it can be perform the queue in a different NQ and DQ process, item adding and reserved and rare condition and friend conditions. See, here is the queue is full. For example, queue is full. We know that condition rare plus 1 equals to friend. In general, rare plus 1 is the maximum friend. Maximum friend. We had seen that all those things in a previous slide. So now here is the finding rare condition is the reserved location is the 1, that is equals to number 3. At the same time, reserved location 2, I want to find the number. So at the same time, DQ item is 10. So reserved location is the 3. So DQ item is the 20. The reserved location is equals to front location equals to 0 location. So in this, the present session, we are discussing about the queues in a data structure. What is the importance of queues in a data structure, and what kind of problems we are facing in a queues, and how to overcome that queues in a data structure. We had seen the operation, how it's work, and we had seen the operation of queues functions, and at the same time what kind of specifications we have in queues we had seen. So this is the about of queues in module 2, data structure and application. Next session we are going to discuss with the recursion. Thank you very much.